Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Bro, just to answer, what time is it really? Today we find ourselves as victims of reward-seeking impulsive behaviors. But we don't even plan, to act out in these behaviors because they're so innate. Like bro, let's say I'm driving and my phone is on the passenger seat. Whenever there's a beep, I
pick
can't,
it up.
I have to pick it up. And if I don't pick it up, I can't wait to go and stop the car somewhere.
No.
Because I want to see the messages that's just come in. So what I'm trying to say is it's not like we planned this now. We've been so conditioned, to act out this way impatiently. So we end up then in our relationships, how we relate with other people. We end up being impulsive. We end up being impatient. So if Tobani, you are not what I like, then I quickly disassociate. If you did something that I don't, I'll quickly cut you off.
Someone once said social media platforms are actually making us more antisocial. And someone else said, I think it was Dr. Ravi Zacharias, and he said, we are living in the 21st century where people are very good and are able to connect, but not necessarily connecting. So basically, to break that down is we are able to find ourselves in a space where we are intertwined, but we don't actually
connect,
understand, get to the point of understanding each other, having real conversations,
that's true.
and actually getting to build each other up. And one of the reasons why I believe it's because we are constantly trying to become people that we are not. We are trying to put a certain facade that looks so beautiful on the outside, while on the inside something else is happening. So for instance, let's just make an example. I find you on Facebook, and I see the Buhlali Buzani, and when I tap on your profile, I see an opulent life. Man, you're living the life of luxury. So the first thing that is going to happen to me, even the way that I approach you, is going to be different.
That's true.
Because I see you to be that person of high standards and what's so not. Not knowing that those are just certain moments of your life that are not even connected. So now I as well, if I don't know myself, I will also start to do what you are doing, so that, because I know Bushali is also in the same age group as I am, we are peers, so I need to also match that standard. So now we are in that platform, we are connected, but we will never connect because both of us, we are not what we are actually are.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then you'll find that we are not even able to build each other up as young people.
No, that's true. And when you're speaking of building each other up, I'm then thinking of the generation of leaders that we are to breed. Because as we are saying, we are young people, right? Yes, we may be, some may be interns, some may be unemployed currently, some may be, just entering the labor market as part-time, people. Some may be, still university. But reality is, in 15 years' time, 10 years' time, we'll be the CEOs of major companies. We'll be the leaders of the government. We'll be the leaders of civil society. We'll be the leaders of religious institutions. So my actual question is, what type of leaders will we be if our mindsets are so dwarfed to being influenced by external, forces and factors.
And most of the times we're not even aware.
Yeah. That's my standing point. We're not even aware. And more than anything, if you can look at the successful stories of people who are successful, what carried them and made them successful was their will. Was their will.
You were speaking of something very important. Willpower.
And my question is, how much of that are we training?
We are being stripped away of our willpower.
Exactly, bro.
Daily.
The moment there's a book in front of me and there is a movie in front of me and I'm stuck with that decision, what should I do?
Yeah.
Do I develop myself, or do I watch this latest movie so that I can tell people that I've watched this movie?
Yeah.
When I'm stuck with that predicament, my choice. It determines the strength of my willpower.
Yeah. The thing is that we are really being constantly stripped away of our own willpower.
Awesome.
And the thing is, when it comes to willpower, no one takes it away from you.
Yeah.
We ourselves are the ones who are giving it away.
Yeah.
Giving it away to influencers, big corporates, because they seem to have our best interests at heart. And the thing is that makes us to give away our willpower. It's because of the kind of mentality that we have already developed. Because if, for instance, Buhlal,
powerful.
I can understand and know that what you like the most is to be satisfied. You like to eat food, right? And then I am a big corporate, and I want to influence you. What am I going to use? Food that you want.
Yeah, that's true.
Because from the food you're going to get satisfaction. So if ever I want to lead you to buying whatever that you want, I just need to bring food in. So what these big companies are doing, knowing that we are living in a generation that has been influenced and brought in, we are growing up in a society of instant gratification, and the generation that is going to come after us is going to be really at a bad stage. So then they know that we like instant gratification. So what they do is they tailor their products to instantly satisfy what we want. So that's why Facebook is very successful. That's why these social media platforms they almost seem unbeatable because they are providing to us what we are looking for.
Exactly.
You see, so you even now go to these companies that sell branded clothing, that sell phones like the iPhones and what's so not, and you wonder, why are they doing so well? The economy can go down, be in a terrible state, but we'll still buy branded clothing. Why? Because we want that instant gratification of feeling what? Feeling celebrated, getting that status without actually doing what? Working for it.
Exactly.
You see? So now we don't mind, even as young people, pressuring our parents to buying us expensive clothes that they don't afford, that we also don't afford, so that we can be actually done what? Celebrated. Because we know that when I wear my Nike t-shirt, my Nike boots, my Force Air One, I forgot the brand names, people outside will celebrate me. I'll gain a status. Then what kind of mindset is that?
The worst part is that it has put the black mind in a place of insecurity. And nothing can really stem from insecurity. Because insecurity seeks to protect, to cover itself, to not trust anyone, to not want to associate or gather with others. And that's the thing, Ngogo. When we are facing things as young as this nation, right? We isolate ourselves, and in our isolation, that's where we are dying. That's why it makes us very vulnerable to things like social media, where we very happy in front of people on social media, living those facades, but in reality, we cry ourselves to sleep. So colonialism, what it has done, it has bankrupted us of our intrinsic wealth, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I call it. Intrinsic wealth is the virtue and the substance of character. That's intrinsic wealth. And now it has shifted our focus from intrinsic substance of character, that is virtue, and pure original will character, to materialistic things. I'll find myself having value for carrying an iPhone. But when I look at another race, or I look at another, that had not been through the same system I've been through, I'll find that that's not where they find their value.
That's not. You'll find that sometimes the things that we find so precious and valuable to us are just items that other people, they just use for convenience. And that's it. Nothing more. Nothing more. And
can I make an example, bro? I'm talking about me, Bushali. When I go to town, I'm always around town and I'm working and I'm doing my stuff. What I do is, I know I'm limited in my budget. So I love amagwinya, right? So I'll get myself a guinya and I'll get myself cheese and the escort. It's a beautiful snack, bro. I love guinya, escort cheese.
For someone listening that maybe does not know guinya, what it is, it's actually fat cooks.
Yeah, it's fat cooks, yeah. So I love them, To me, they are it, because they just remind me of, where I stay and where I come from. So more than anything, when I'm in town, I eat queen. But bro, one day I was irritated on myself. I got lousy in contact.
Yeah.
Do you know where I found myself? I found myself inside of Debonair's, drinking Energy or Powerade, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd spent about 60 rand. For someone else, it may be like, what's wrong with
that? Yeah.
The problem is that, bro, I did not plan going there. It was so subconscious and embedded in me that when I have money, I need to feed my impulsive behaviors.
And bro, I just want to make this disclaimer. In no way is it wrong to reward yourself after working hard.
No, definitely.
But I think the point that you're trying to get into is the fact of actually getting to a point whereby you are intentional in what you are doing. Because in many instances we find ourselves that we are not actually intentional. Things just happen habitually because we have been so conditioned in our minds that the minute that I have money, I have to be the man, I have to be the guy, even if it means that then for the next couple of days I will be broke again. So you see how terrible our mindset and we have been so conditioned that then we remain in a cycle of never growing and getting to where we want. So what perhaps maybe what we're trying to say is, we need to know the times that we're living in.
Bro, when we're still speaking even on the times and we're about to just unpack it even further. There's a research that was done. Right? It was called the marshmallow test. It was a test on delayed gratification and self-control. It was done by Michelle in the late 1960s and 1970s. She was a psychologist of the time. So what they did is 4-year children were offered a choice between one small reward now or two rewards if they waited 15 minutes, right? And the results were, children who waited had a better life outcome, including higher scholastic aptitude test scores. So they're overseas, they have what you call the aptitude test. And they had less substance abuse, fewer behavioral problems, and better social skills and stress coping skills. So you'll find that the children...
bro, please, I just want you to clearly say that again. The kids that passed the test, meaning those who were able to wait.
Those who were able to wait. Bro.
What were the outcomes? Repeat that for me.
The outcomes of those children were that they had a better life outcome, including higher scholastic aptitude test scores, less substance abuse, fewer behavioral problems, better social skills, and better stress coping skills.
So then in that case, then we don't even need to mention on the opposite, because it's clear. It's the opposite of what is happening on this side.
So you'll find that the solution there was that the practice of delayed
Gratification.
gratification, it strengthened their willpower. It strengthened their ability to be able to make decisions and
Intentionally.
be assertive, intentionally throughout the rest of their lives. So as we were saying, bro, it's research, it's scientific
research.
So we're not just speaking our mind. We're not just trying to be smart. We are trying to say, young people, let's wake up. These are the times that we are in. If we keep on relying on being influenced to do certain things, then we will be dwarfed individuals who can't make decisions with our minds.
Exactly. And it's something that is really sad, because the truth of the matter is that each and every one of us, we have a vision.
Yeah, that's true.
And now the problem is that if our willpower is destroyed, is weak, some of us won't have the tenacity to hold on to those visions up until they become a reality. Because the truth of the matter is that getting to the point whereby your vision becomes materialized, it's not something easy. It's not something that will happen tomorrow. It's something that will take some time, gradually. And the thing about instant gratification, instant success, instant money, get money, quick schemes, is that all of those things, they are not sustainable.
That's true.
Look at currently we are having this phenomenon of WhatsApp 200 stock fells. How long have they lasted? It was not even a matter of the year. And people are still starting other groups to do the same things. Why? Because we want this quick way of getting rich. Now, here's the point that I want to make. All these quick schemes and quick solutions that we want to problems and we want to success, all of them, they are not sustainable.
That's true.
They're not sustainable.
And bro, you know why? Because they sell us a mirage that depicts success as a comfort zone. Successful people can tell you they are not comfortable. Each and every day, they are driven to achieve more and impact the lives of other people. Successful people are not people who are self-vested, that are looking after their own interests to provide their own safe haven. Though that is not success. For many people, I just want to debunk that of us thinking, when we think of success, we think of a comfortable place. If I've had the privilege, have conversations with people that the society would deem as successful. And they would tell you that even then they are not comfortable, because each and every day they are challenged to become better versions of themselves.
Bro, there's a beautiful articulated definition of success that Dr. Miles Monroe once gave, and he says success is not doing something and achieving it compared to someone else. Success is actually doing what you were created to do. That's success. And now the thing is that today we find ourselves, because we are so influenced, trying to live other people's reality. So we don't, other people may have everything that they want, and we term them as successful, but they're not actually living their reality. So then they find themselves not even happy in that reality that we see as success, because they are not living in their purpose.
That's true. Bro, with what you're saying, I just want us to think, have you ever realized that there are 30-year-olds with 5-year-old mindsets?
And the problem is that, bro, as we are going further and more growing and becoming more technologically advanced, it's the more we are becoming younger and younger. And you see this even with our temperament, the things that we want, because even this phenomenon of instant gratification is something that is synonymous with young children. What I think for me, as you're just trying to recap on what you were saying, you were trying to say, I think we need, maybe as we come to an end and closing off this topic, we need to be cognizant of everything that is happening we need to know what time it is.
Yeah.
And when it comes to what time it is, we need to know what is it that is influencing us.
Yeah. Yeah.
In each and every fight that we are entering into, we need to know the powers that are at play.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we're entering into politics, we need to know the powers that are at play and what is happening, and not just what is happening on the surface, but what is driving this on a deeper level when it comes. And because most of the things that are happening today, you find that the problem is not on the surface. And this is where even politically, our so-called political leaders, so I might sound controversial, but I don't consider them as leaders at all. Our so-called political leaders, this is where they are failing us, because most of the time they look at the problem on the surface and address and bring a solution to what seems to be the problem on the surface, but there is a root cause to this. You can cut a tree, cut off its branches, but those branches will grow back on again. You can cut the stem, it can grow on again. But now what we need, especially in this time, we need people who are going to be able to diagnose the problem down to its core, to its root cause, and then from there be able now to bring a solution. And most of the solutions that come from there are not going to be instant. Most of the solutions, even to anyone who's listening this, is not going to be instant. Problems that are the solutions to the problems that you have created over the years are not going to now take one day to solve. It cannot be. It doesn't even make sense like that. Proper solutions will take time, but their reward is great. And the great thing about proper solutions is that they are sustainable. They're sustainable. If you bring a solution that will be instant, be careful, because that solution itself in the near future will create a problem for you. Make just a practical example. Let's say that you have a loan that you need to repay, and this loan is compounded to maybe 70,000, and you need to actually pay off that loan. Instead of sitting down and saying, you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to make payments of maybe 5,000 rands per month. And I'm going to sacrifice living the opulent life that I was living for the past couple of years. And then I'm going to cut down on things that I love and enjoy. And I'm going to pay this off over the next 6-7 months, whatever calculation determines. So if you don't want to make that decision, which is long, which is the proper solution, then you will end up going and taking a loan to pay off another loan. And it's going to be what? It's going to be instant. But the problem is that it's not sustainable, because that loan that you have taken is also going to compound, and it's a perpetual problem. So now you always need to be in a stance of continually solving a problem of a problem of a problem. But if you discipline yourself enough to say, you know what, I'm going to take the hard and the difficult solution to the problem, even if it may take time, but I'm going to commit to it. And then when we get to that kind of a mindset and having that kind of a perspective, many of the problems that we have will be able to solve them politically. Even when it comes to our society, even when we look at the degrading moral fiber in our society, we can be able to solve them. But instant solutions won't work.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.